Well, a transgender cyclist in South Korea is making headlines after taking first place in a women's race. But instead of celebrating the win, turns out the athlete only entered in an effort to prove that biological men are physically superior to biological women, and later stated, quote, "I am not honoured. I'm not proud of myself at all. I believe other transgender athletes would feel the same way. They may not want to admit it, but they're being selfish. There is no honour as an athlete in that." How refreshing. Well, joining me now to discuss that and much more is The Spectator's Cara Kennedy. Cara, thank you so much for joining me. My jaw nearly hit the floor when I read this story because it just so beautifully proves the point, and there's no whinging or moaning about it. This transgender woman simply gone and said, well, yeah, I think it is unfair and I'm going to prove it.
Yeah, I think this is a wonderful story too, Caleb. It feels like the tide is turning with the trans stuff, and this is definitely a big win for biological women. I love that she wanted to prove that biological males are physically superior to women, so just went ahead and did it herself. And yeah, like you said, with the comments that she made afterwards, she said, "I'm not honoured. I'm not proud of myself at all." And I believe that other transgender athletes would feel the same way. And I don't think her comments were controversial at all. She basically just said that there should be a third gender category, which I think is the common sense view now. And I think more people are coming around to it.
Facts don't care about your feelings, as Rita often says on this show. Now, Hollywood's facing something of a historic shutdown because actors are now joining in on the writers' strike, which has been going on for a little while now. Here's some A-listers from last night at the Oppenheimer premiere explaining what they're doing.
No, I'm very much in support of all the unions, and I'm a part of SAG, so I would absolutely stand by that.
We have to find a way to bridge so that those people who are on the bubble are taken care of, and you know, and it's just got to be a fair deal. We got to get what we're worth, and there's money being made, and it needs to be allocated in a way that takes care of people who are on the margins.
We also had Margot Robbie from the Barbie premiere in there as well. But part of the problem now apparently is that, you know, smaller actors, bit actors are also concerned about the amount of money that they're getting from their jobs. And one of the issues is apparently all these streaming services not giving enough money back to actors. But, you know, if you're a Margot Robbie or you're a Matt Damon, you're being paid exorbitant amounts of money to play your roles. If they were that concerned about what their colleagues are being paid, surely they could just make a little personal donation themselves.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you, but this is just huge. This story is insane. I saw this last night when I was with somebody who's actually trying to sell a script right now, so he had some feelings. But yeah, this is the first tandem strike since 1960, so we're more than one of the guilds have come together in support. And yeah, I saw the Oppenheimer actors actually left the film premiere last night